Yes, top of the moment to you. Anyway, we the watch us that today discuss property matter. That is, we would galvanize you, we would encourage you to become landlord, landlady, tabi to even own property for yourself. And the person where they join us to do this now, certified engineer. They talk about another person, but engineer Debo. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Chief. How are you?
Fine, sir.
Engineer, we get certificate.
Then you certified. Maybe Kuruntu.
What's wrong with your voice this morning? Be like say you need more tea.
No, Nigeria. You know, say we don't begin the work since 6.
Gosh.
No easy.
Good morning, viewers. How are you? How's it been? Hope you're enjoying yourself. And hope you had fun during Ilea. I want to believe, yes. Okay? You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. So, last week, we started something.
We carry us travel memory lane.
You know, we went to Bodija, Ibadan, you know, you can imagine. And we said it's a series. So, today we will continue on that series.
I think before we continue, it's pertinent, so it's very good we open our phone lines now so that people go begin the call to chook mouth to tell us.
Share their own story.
Let's hear your own story.
What are the places they've experienced, how the place grew and things like that. It will really be lovely to hear from you guys.
Yeah, because last week now you've been telling us, say, the very first housing estate, if I still remember, say na Ibadan.
Yes.
There.
Now that Bodija estate.
Bodija estate. We even saw a pictorial representation, which if our MCR still get time, would like to show them again for those who they watch us, watch this episode for the first time. Then another thing, be say, when me I take grow up, when we they talk about Okota, just some days ago, Okota, somebody they tell me say, even as at late 80s, that's 87, 88, 89, say all this place, people where they stay for a solo, one man wife in Dakun.
Yes, I can tell you that for a fact. I remember in my secondary school, I attended Asarudin College.
Wow. I attended Asarudin Comprehensive.
Okay.
That's why we are. No.
Okay, the people carry you to Okada before you attended it. Okay. So, I attended Asarudin College. So, I remember that a friend of mine, he moved, so in my own set, then the way education is, they would take some primary schools and post them to some secondary schools. So there is this primary school in Oshodi called Methodist Primary School and Asarudin Primary School in Solo, where the ones posted to Asarudin College School 1.
Okay.
In my set, So we're friends. So this guy, they are from Oshodi. Then towards the end of our secondary school, maybe around our Form 4 or 5, they moved, and he said they've moved close to the area, that they moved to Okota. We now said, okay, let's go and visit our friend, my brother. I would, in fact, we are staying in the Solo, we are schooling in Solo. Yes. Okota looked like traveling to the desert. There was a point, that Agor roundabout.
That's Ben.
That Agor roundabout. Once we pass that Agor roundabout, once we got to Agor roundabout like this, going straight, because where they stay is off Okot Palace Road, where they moved to. It was like, you can count the number of vehicles you will see coming that way, or people even, or houses. This was late 80s.
I said the man tell me, he said, I want man Lord that Konu Ago.
Yes.
Say that for farming.
Yes, and people who stayed in Surulere, in Ijesha, this other side, fully developed already. They usually have farmhouses, farm settlements in Amuwo, Okota, and that's what they use Okota for, farming.
Okota, where we say if person gets land there now, God don't bless you.
Farming, that's what they use it for. In fact, a friend of mine wrote in his book, he's someone that does things on rental income. He wrote in his book that his dad, a teacher, they grew up in that Ijesha side, that they actually used to farm in Amuwo, on Okota area. He never knew the value
of that place,
of properties. What separated them? A bridge. Just that bridge, just that express road is what separated the Surulere.
The Celeb bridge now.
The Celeb Ijesha, not of those areas.
That mean Surulere now. Don't be about the Soda if person cross that.
That is Okota or Agor or exactly. So Surulere versus this area, just that express. Said they didn't see anything in that place other than the fact that it is a farmland.
And
it's a farmland. And that was how Okota grew. I remember when it rains, when they move schools, when Jacon they move schools to
To
that area.
Okota village.
There was a time
School
that when
village.
it rains, you really cannot. In fact, some schools cannot open.
Kai. Because that place na red sand. We even call it red sand up till now.
Yeah,
Ile Alamon.
you know. So it's very interesting. If people can share how. So you saw it. You saw a bit of it.
That's all because that time you get one place where they call Oseni Liadi. Oseni don't develop now. Chemist bus stop.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
That place now
Oseni Liadi,
big people they buy land there now.
There now.
If person no get 70, 60 million, no fit buy land. But as at 91, 92,
Yeah.
one man they come pay for our house. It
Yeah.
go wake up come around 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So people go come dey praise am say man you try láti odidi inú gbó. See chemist bus stop today wey be say na millions of naira say láti odidi inú gbó yẹn dem máa rìn wá láàárọ̀ kùtùkùtù. Olúwa san ilé san re o. That's just 92, 93.
Wow.
Now if person go there now, I'm sure you can see half plot of 20, 30 million save there again. No half plot there yet. The whole place is don full. See just that within that span of 92 to 93.
Yes now.
And my
So
father tell me see them they use land beggar and that time for that place. He say he go inside bush.
see,
He go
me inside bush.
where he can't go now. Want to wọnú.
See,
na this
now
thing
the bushy of bush.
Ọlọ́run ló yọ wọn white sand di wọn wà
White
ní
sand.
white sand. If to say he wait small again maybe for enter purple sand.
Purple.
Maybe no white sand for
Or no sand at all.
Or
Yes,
no sand.
I know white sand for sure. Or no sand at all.
But that time this Okota everybody dey do yanga.
Yes.
Say I go buy land
Buy
here.
land for that
I go
place,
build house
you
here.
know.
This bush area. Okota ló do way.
I'm telling you, it's very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. You know
But
what?
make I ask you something.
Yeah.
Because me I no remember. What was the fate of Ilasa Pakpaja Motion as at that time? Where would they talk?
Okay, well, funny
Me, I
enough,
know.
Ilasa, Pakpajao and Co. were developed, though, far more developed. Yes, they were already far more developed.
Why?
Okota Amuwo Odofin were the last to develop in that area.
Wọ́n ti ròyìn pé Ajao yóò tiẹ̀ sí mbẹ́. They say this Ajao no see draw.
Ajao also, this Ajao,
They know,
you
they
know,
develop
and the likes of, you say?
They say Ajao no quick develop.
Yes, Ajao and Iriakari estates are like
thing.
colleagues in terms of development. That was how they kind of developed together. You know, so they Ajao still developed earlier than Okota.
Ben.
Ajao still developed. So Ajao and Iriakari estate were like together. But you see this Amuwo and Okota or Ago and Amuwo were the last around that area. The last to develop. But the likes of Azan bus
Yes.
stop, Ilasa, Papa Ajao, those ones were developed though. They were already
Is
developed.
it Surulere that influenced those?
Yes. They were already developed from Mushin. You know, Papa Ajao is from Mushin. You know that, and you know Mushin has been on for quite some time.
Ben.
You know, so that's what helped them.
Also, the God's good.
Abba Oshodi has also developed before these ones. Oshodi also had developed. Oshodi had developed before this. These were after the likes of Oshodi, Papa Ajao and Co. That was when Isolo, Iriakari estate particular. You know, it was Ashamu that opened up Iriakari
of
estate.
blessed memory.
And Okota
God
and Co.
Omonua.
Godwin Omonua, but the main person was Ashamu. Ashamu was the don.
Now it be like you people.
I don't understand what you
Now
mean.
be the estate agent that time.
Estate agent, okay. Well, I'm not an estate agent.
Kí la fẹ́ pé ìyá ẹ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀tọ́?
I'm a real estate entrepreneur.
Now let's look into the future. Because we have looked back,
Yeah.
we are now in the present. Let's look into the future. Most of these places, where would they see now, sir? What would they even call development now and everything? You as an expert, what do you think remains the fate of this kind of area in the next 20, 30 years?
Okay, so I will answer that question by telling you the discussion I had with a friend just yesterday in our office. So he came to the office to do something. So I saw him off just as we came out of the office, still in front of our office. He looked up and he saw a building that is being constructed. Okay, and he said, I like that building. Then I told him that is the trend in this area right now. Our office is in Onigbongbo, if you understand. Onigbongbo is an established old area. When they were developing those areas, there were very few cars in Nigeria. So even the houses did not make provision for car park. You know, things like that. That's the kind of area. But what is happening now is that there is regeneration taking place. Okay, most of those houses, they are either doing developmental lease with developers, or people are buying those properties and pulling them down and constructing at least something that you can say is more modern now. Do you understand? And that is what would happen. Areas like this are called brownfields.
Brownfield.
Yeah, brownfields. In
Wait,
the
see,
sense that
brownfield
they've been fully developed and they are almost approaching obsolescence. Do you understand? The buildings are almost outdated, but there is no space anymore. If somebody wants to do anything, you would have to pull down buildings. You understand? Other than, compared to greenfields are areas that are just evolving, are just developing. You can still see land and buy and, and do what you want.
So all these things, where would they hear greenfield estate? It gets deeper meaning than just the normal surface green.
If the people wey name am know the meaning, yes.
That's why I like you. You know what you are doing. You are an intelligent man. That's if the people know what they are doing.
Because I figured that they have an idea. Because Greenfield Estate, for example, it was named. I mean, it's a place that you can buy land and build. Though it's almost fully developed now, but there's still opportunity there. So when they named it, I believe they found it an opportunity a place where people can come and develop. I want to believe that they were very well informed.
Okay, viewers at home, feel free, call us. Let's know where you grow up.
Abi?
How the community development will be.
How it evolved.
Up till now, some people go. I get one friend for Igbogbo, for Ikorodu. I tell you the story. Now when we go Igbogbo, tí mo lọ kí, ọjọ́ yẹn mo pàdé ejò lọ́nà. Ejò bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. I no fit forget. I tell Bolanle, her name is Bolanle. I tell Bolanle Salisu. I say Bolanle, I can never come back here. Sir, if you see Igbogbo now. If they give me half plots, me ni sisema. I will just be thanking God.
The first time, I don't even think I saw the snake. But the first time I actually heard that a snake was killed around me was also in maybe 1982 or 83 when we first moved to Isolo.
When
the fence. Iriakari Estate. I grew up in Iriakari Estate.
I grew up in Iriakari Estate.
Yeah, the fence. Okay, the fence. At the time we had dwarf fence in front of our house. To the side, to the side was dwarf. It wasn't so high. So we sometimes sit on the fence, to talk and all of that. I think one of us, just wanted to sit, but looked in and saw that there is something like a ball.
Kai.
Do you know that he was putting his hand in to bring out the ball? As far as it's concerned, that was a ball. That was what do they call that snake? Oka.
Oka is a python.
Is that? The one that has... Oka is not python, okay?
They will use people at home.
The one that rolls, and folds like that. That was how it was. It was when somebody now looked at, what are you trying to do? They said, he's trying to bring out the ball. Look at, okay, this is snake. They killed that snake and ate it. They cooked it and ate it. I couldn't participate in that. I'm telling you, that was what saved. I don't know which of my siblings, maybe my senior brother or junior one. So one of them was the one involved. That was the first time I saw snake.
Okay, can we take Samuel? Samuel, good morning.
Samuel from Bauchi.
Good morning.
Yes, how are you?
Fine.
I'm sure you have some very good experience to share with us. Where did you grow up?
Say again?
I said I'm sure you have some experience to share with us. Where did you grow up?
Okay, I grew up in Benue State.
Benue. What part of Benue?
From Otukpo.
I know Otukpo. Then one of our staff is from Otukpo.
Okay.
So, wetin housing be like in that place? How the development when you dey grow up and now? You're funny loud. If you're funny loud, we no fit talk together. Like if you just dey join us, wetin we dey do na Property Matta, and I be the name of the program. And more we dey learn a lot on top of this particular episode where we dey talk about community development. That is how it was then, how it be now, how the thing be now, and how we are peeping into the future to see wetin community development could likely be in the future. Sir, if we say the essence or objective of this theme of discussion, shey na to encourage people say igbo tin digboro, make anybody no see anywhere as bush ni, or what can we call the major objective of this our theme of discussion?
Well, majorly, it's so that people can appreciate what real estate is all about. That there is no place you see now that does not have...
Sorry, sir.
Okay.
Jamiu from Bayelsa. How you doing?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Jamiu. How are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah. You have some
calling
experiences to share with us?
Yes.
Good.
I remember my father told me something because okay. Hello?
Hello, we can
Good
hear
with
you. Agege Okoba.
Agege Okoba, okay.
Yes. So when you want to buy land, those areas, those
Network you know fit for you.
Network is really poor.
Agege
Agege,
Okoba.
that's another place, you know. That's another place. As
and Agege now is even when I grew up, Agege is town. That
Yes.
been
yes.
you cannot call Agege there. But when you told us that story, I'm like, wow. So when I'm watching this program now, I say, let me
Please repeat that story. You said when
Repeat the
your
story.
when your dad wanted to buy land, we didn't get that part. The network was bad. When your father wanted to buy land in Agege, tell us again, please.
He said the way the place was, it's bush then. So he refused to buy the land there then.
Wow, he refused. Like what year was this? Do you know?
And his younger brother bought land there at Musili Street. Musili. The street is Musili.
Wow.
He's supposed to buy land at the same place with his brother then. But because of the way the place, he refused to buy. And look at the
Which year? You feel remember the year?
I can't remember the year, but I believe that is before I was born 1981.
Before 1981. And then where did your dad now eventually buy land?
Then Abeokuta Minta.
Abeokuta. Maybe now for kini panseke. Panseke abi.
Yes, that those areas.
O sọ pé panseke. Na panseke be nìkan lèyàn ti lè rí
Thank
lẹ́yìn.
you.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ti dúró ní panseke, ó tún lọ kini nù after governor distant road. Èyàn lọ sí àwọn Ìtàmàgà, inú Ìtàmàgà.
Thank you.
No,
No,
Ìtàmàgà.
I don't know
Ẹ̀yin ò
Ìtàmàgà.
tiẹ̀-
But there is Kobapena in Abeokuta.
Kobapẹ,
That's
Panseke.
a good area now.
Then kini náà popular for Abeokuta. This maybe I lọ bí ọ̀nà Ọbásanjọ́ farm yìí. Ifọ̀.
Okay, thank you very much for that. You can imagine. Now, this is what we say to people.
Buy
This is what we
Agege.
say. He went to Agege around 1980 or maybe late 70s. He refused to buy because what? It was bush. His junior brother bought. When he woke up, guess what? Where he could buy? He had to go to Abeokuta.
Panseke not ordinary, ó tún wọlé panseke.
You know, he had to go to Abeokuta. I'm sure that time, the Panseke when he got there was bush. He just remembered
Ṣé ó tún lọ rèé o?
that he cannot repeat
Before I enter
himself.
Ọ̀ṣun.
Debayo,
Debayo, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Debayo, how are you? Morning. Yeah.
Adeo, good morning.
Morning. You want to share with us?
The experience, no be say I really get the experience.
Okay.
I follow one of my oga go work for Ikorodu.
Okay.
So around the Greek side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now in that my oga come tell me say, make I see this place now. Say they get one time say they won't sell one plot for 35 naira. One plot for 35 naira. Then say boy he talks at that place now bush say no fit buy.
You know we buy am.
Say till now, he never get land. And if you see that area today now, I know if you say they no fit sell land. They fit sell one plot here, 1 million there sell today.
See? Wow.
35 naira.
Debayo, thank you so much.
Thank you.
No, you see, don't let us make a mistake though. The 35 naira then would also be some reasonable
No,
money.
good money, I know.
But it may be,
But yet-
it may not be money he cannot afford.
No, there
It may not be, because it may be like, let's say, maybe it will be like 200,000 or something, or
When you say
300,000 now.
close eye, say you want,
of 300,000
you
and
get.
somebody can still struggle to
But
get.
na the bush, na
versus
him no
2
make
million.
am.
Exactly, but now the bush no make am buy am. Now, bush don't become town.
Say èèyàn máa wà lágbègbè nísìn. Èèyàn máa lóhùn sí ní gbòòrò.
Funniest thing, we can't.
And Agric go reach first.
We could not even cover what we wanted to cover. I wanted to tell you the story of Surulere. I think we will do that next week. You would so love it. This Surulere that is, you know, big boys.
Benio.
You will see how it was the Surulere was a swampy vegetation, you know. That was it. It was a swamp. It was used for farmland too.
I believe Surulere got his own exposure from island people.
Of course, that it was actually island people that were moved there. You want us to start it? Okay, maybe we can start it. It was Olowo people, really. Olowo. You know, Olowo in Lagos Island was regarded as a slum and all of that. Yeah. And then when they were going to do the second mainland bridge, you know, around 1970 something, when they were going to do the second mainland bridge, they had to move people that the second mainland bridge would affect to an area. They had to resettle them. What they did was to move them from Olowo to Alaka and the Surulere area, you know. Onile Gogoro, all those Onile Gogoro and all, they were projects done to resettle people from Olowo at the
settlement area.
Yes, and you would be surprised what it was. It was regarded as a vegetation, as a swamp.
People were there for island that time. They would laugh through.
Lagos Island, they don't want to move now. They had to compensate them, you know, do valuation and compensate them and all of that. Still, some people did not want to move, you know. I'm sure some people still didn't move.
Where boost the heavy boost.
So that you can go and...
Motive, can't 13 plots. I mean, say, I want to be living inside the dome now.
No, but you know, also, there will be, you may not see the...
My children will pray for me later.
So your children, if you are ready for your children to be ready.
Give me where desert today. Means or not be buzo, desert.
No, there are places, if you want to buy land now, just go to, and you don't have so much money.
But you are able to say, my small money will give me 10 acre.
How much is your small money?
Maybe if I even get like 1 million, it's only for me 10 acre. Or any call. See, that's how some people laugh over this matter.
You go go. I don't know where you go for Lagos. With 1 million to get 10 acre.
Oh, funny, Abi. But look at when they grew up that time for quarter.
No, wait. I don't say do funny. I say where you go with 1 million to get 10 acre for Lagos. I say Lagos don't pass that one.
Give me anywhere again.
You don't go be Lagos. That's your wetin you call.
I know if you see for inside Kurodu.
That's your Oyo.
Local Okpakpa.
Around that area, I'm sure you get something. For 10 acres, 1 million.
You see for this Lagos, all those
1 million.
Where then they call.
Go there and see now. 1 million.
Get Dudu.
Go there and ask for land.
All those in Kurodu, Berigbe.
Go there and ask for land. Land in Lagos, genuine land though, that has clear, no encumbrance on it and all. No matter how bad, whether for Ikorodu or anywhere, swamp or anything, one plot, you go still get to pay like 300, 500 though. No matter how bad, I say place where be say, you go see 300, 500 maybe, you know. And it's not a bad thing to buy. There are things now. But you see, real estate has to do with the kind of time you have. So if people wake up to it now, especially our young folks, if they wake up to real estate investment now and they know what they are doing, they will smile. I can imagine if someone is like about 25 years old now, and God helping you, you live up to 70 and above, and between your 25 and 30, you've done some real estate investment in some places. Wow. By the time you are 50, 55, you'll be shocked.
Yes, before we
the
go,
kind of wealth you come into.
Imagine say I buy them, even as birthday gift for Ire now. Can't leave them.
Yes, that's the best thing we advise people to
do
for their children. Forever. That's what we actually advise parents to do for their kids. All of my children have land assets in their favor. That I mean, of course, when we were buying, it was instrumental. Okay. We'll see next week.
Next week, bye.
Yeah.